Hello there, and welcome to yet another episode of my Car Mechanic 2021 series. We just, in the previous episode, finished the Porsche DLC, which y'all seem to like pretty well, except for maybe the last car. Uh, so we're doing kind of a filler episode today before we start in on the next DLC, which is the Land Rover, which we've got our first victim sitting there. We're going to be doing the Salem Flamo, which is the kind of like the in-game equivalent to the Ford Pinto, I believe. And so, we're going over here, getting the welder out so we can start restoring this car back to 100% condition. We're definitely painting this thing a different color. That engine's toast. It's just looks like it's just the engine block and maybe the gearbox. Okay. Body should be 1%. It is. Interior's 1%. No kidding, because it basically has no interior. Let's see if we can fix any of the body panels. Nope. I'm just going to go ahead and junk all of it. And we're just going to get all new stuff. And alright. Start marking stuff. Okay. The window and the door, windshield, hood, fender, bumper, both headlights, the other fender, the other door, and the other window, bumper, both tail lights, and trunk. Okay. Alright, let's just buy what we got, and we're probably going to have a few extra things we're going to buy, but we'll get this stuff knocked out first. Sorry if I'm talking a little weird or maybe a little bit slower than than previous episodes. I'm kind of still recovering from a migraine. A little bit fuzzy-headed. Okay. Some of this stuff is in here and some of it isn't. That's not making a whole lot of sense other than maybe it's in the aftermarket shop. Which, why would there be an aftermarket shop for a car that wasn't a performance shop in the beginning? Sure, okay, why not? Seen weirder stuff in my time. Seems kind of counterintuitive. This wasn't a fancy car to begin with. But okay, sure. Sure. Buy that for $1. Get all this put on, then we'll buy the rest that we need. Surprises, you least expect them. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's get the leftovers here. Okay, window and mirror. All good up front except for the license plate, which we'll fix that in a minute. And rear window. First, we're going to have to go back to the regular body shop. Do it. We're going to try to have fun with this one when we get to the paint job section. If there is any, you know, fun to be had, but we're going to try. Okay, well, let's get you some custom plates, shall we? Let's see. What was that guy back in the day that wrote Unsafe at Any Speed? Was it Ralph Nader? Okay. Let's try that again. One second, I'm just looking something up. Yeah, I was right. I went ahead and looked it up just to be safe. And yes, it's an old reference, but hopefully some of the older people out here will get the joke on that one. Okay, we're still in assembly mode. He wrote it. If you want to know the context, go look up the book Unsafe at Any Speed. It's a vehicle safety book written by him many, many years ago. Okay, so body should be 100%, frames 100%. So disassembly mode here, and we're going to mark that. Basically everything in the interior. Back to normal. Go over here. We're going to go to the interior shop. Ooh, fancy seat. Seat fabric B. And a brand new steering wheel. There, go back to assembly mode. That should get us 81%. Oh, we probably forgot to clean the damn interior. Try that first, because that's usually the most common reason. Hey. I'm exhausted. Yep, there we go. Oh, hey. That interior actually looks nice. Seats don't look half bad either. Cool. So, might get it up in the air, and then we'll go put some new tires on it and rims. Once we do that, we'll take it over to paint. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained. Like I said, not feeling well, so just bear with me here. Trying to get this stuff done here. Right. Here. Okay. Hang on, do you have... You have just one tire size. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was gonna say, this thing had wildly different tire sizes. I'd be like, why? Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some prep work on here once we get the tires taken care of, because two of the wheel wells are not... We're missing suspension parts. Just go ahead and separate. I don't think we're going to be able to salvage these because the rims are pretty gnarly. Okay. Yeah, she's not... Yeah, I didn't think so. That's okay. This thing's rolling on 15s. That's generous. Just saying. Okay, rim shop. Rim classic. Need 4. Although 5, because you know, almost you don't want to be in the real world. You don't want to be driving without a spare tire, but that's just me. Can't put a spare tire in these. Okay, so... Oh, right. We need to be over here in the tire shop. Brain's not worky. Okay, so we need 215/60. Okay. Let's verify. Get rid of these old rims because we know the rims are correct. 215/60 R15. Yep. Cool. Alright, let's get the tires put together. It's going to look good by the time we get done. It's not going to be a sports car by any stretch. But we're going to try to squeeze some performance out of this thing. Do the best we can with it. All anybody could ever ask. Okay. Next one. We could put 2 of these on, so let's go ahead and get those. Get on there. Come on. There you go. You're missing a ton of stuff here. Okay, go over here, get rid of that. Backups over B. Shock cap. A rubber bushing. And a solid drive axle. He's missing a shock cap too. You know, U-joint. Why did it let me put all that? Okay. Yeah. Because I didn't bother checking it because it was already telling me I could put that thing on there, and that's why I didn't look. And he's missing a bushing as well. Talk about being unsafe at any speed. This car is the epitome of it, not for more than one reason. Hmm. Got leaf spring plate, brake drum. All right. Literally just bought it from here. Oh, leaf spring U-bolt. Sorry. Have to use the correct name. Actually, 2 of those. And we need a shock cap. We only bought one before because I was going to use it for this side and I ended up using it for the other side. Alright, you're missing a little bit of everything. Pushing. Let's go buy some stuff. Okay, wheel bearing for suspension arm. Rubber bushings for everything. Bottom suspension arm, got you, which means you're also going to need... As I put this on, you're going to show me that one part I didn't see before. Yes, you are. Well, 2 things, actually. Alright. You and you. Okay, got the wishbone thingy. Front spring, you, and front, okay, shock cap, front shock cap. Means I also got to go here because I got to get that assembly put together. Alright, let's get that bearing put in. Need a cap, because why not? Alright, put the tire on and we should be good to go. Alright. Well, good enough for her to roll on her own for the first time in what looks like a long time. Good enough for government work. Alright, let's move on. Paint. Let's give her a nice paint job, shall we? Seriously? I didn't wash this thing at all? Alright, fine. I guess we'll wash the exterior. I know I washed the interior earlier. Charged me $100 to do something I could do for free. Get the heck out of here with that. Alright. Back over to the paint booth. Nope. Getting there. The hood paint job on this thing makes it almost look like it's a gigantic pack of cigarettes. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Gaudy paint job it is. Perfect. People see you coming in this thing. Not very fast, mind you, but, you know, still. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look bad. I mean, shit, you're gonna take something this small, might as well make it flashy. Saying. You know, it's better than the paint job that was on there, that's for damn sure. Alright. I don't know, I don't think we have to worry about the fluids for the engine. You know, given the fact that we don't have any. Yeah, I think we're okay on that. This thing in the air. I mean, the fact that this thing has a V6 is actually quite surprising. I'm curious to see how this one turns out. I really am. I mean, from both sarcastic and deadpan standpoints here, it's like, this is definitely a car you would not expect most people to, unless they're like an enthusiast for small cars, and there's nothing wrong with that. You like small cars, that's good. I don't do small cars mainly because I don't fit in most of them very easily. Okay, so the exhaust is toast, so we don't have to worry about that. So we should be good to go, and I don't think we're going to be able to fix either one of these either. Yeah. Big surprise there. Alright, let's go ahead and buy new ones while we've got this in our heads here. I'm willing to bet the starter's probably gone too. So it's not a V8, so let's use a standard issue smaller starter. The V6, not a V8, so good. I think we could go ahead and yeah, she's yeah, ready to come out. Okay then. Rather uneventful. But let's see if there's anything to take off here. Except for the clutch stuff. Okay, got all that. Oh, that's part of the engine block. Okay, I was like, I thought this was another part to take off, but nope. Pop her on her side. Out comes everything. That was easy. Whew, I think we hit a world record on disassembly. And we can't even... we, we can't even fucking fix any of it. That's glorious. Right. Okay, sort by condition before I forget. Oh. Right. It's here. New engine block. Thank you. Okay. Right. That's where we would normally start. Having just the engine block and the crankshaft. And then ditching everything else. So we're at our normal starting point finally. This is going to be a literal ship of Theseus type situation here, where like the only thing that's not replaced is the frame. Again, if you don't know it, wiki it. It's actually a pretty interesting concept. Basically, it's at what point does replacing all the parts on a ship constitute building a whole new ship? Or does it stay the original ship with just new parts? Let that one bake your noodle for a while. Or don't. It's up to you. I need 5 of the crankshaft bearing caps. Brand new flywheel, oil filter, alternator, water pump, and also get a fuel filter too while we're here. And okay. Literally just bear with me here. Brain stopped working for a moment. Alright, tune-up shop. Standard part is a performance part, so we'll get that. Although performance parts on a car that wasn't designed to be a performance car in the first place seems kind of weird. Okay, so we got an alternator, 6 pistons, conrod, and a fuel filter. It's kind of like rolling coal with your lawnmower. It's like, you can, but why? You know? Get the camshaft, or the crankshaft bearings. Nice, clean oil filter. And a brand new water pump. Also gonna need rod cap. I need 6 of these. And rings. Bang. Right. Do this. Out just to get a good angle here. Get these crankshaft bearings in first. Bearing caps, rather. These inline sixes are usually, like most cars I've driven with an inline six tend to be pretty sturdy cars, to be honest. This thing may not have been a, you know, a drag car, but I bet you it freaking ran when it wasn't exploding. It was a part of, very long time ago, some car manufacturers had the really keen idea of putting the gas cap and the filler neck directly behind the rear license plate. I had a car like that. I had an 1982 Delta 88, Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale, with the whole thing with the Landau roof and the uh, penny copper paint job. It was actually a pretty car. Once once my dad and I got done restoring it when I was in high school, well, high school or early college, and yeah, there was one inherent problem with having the filler neck and the cap there directly behind the car like that. You ever get rear-ended at high speeds or back into something at a sufficiently high speed? Apparently, with some cars, not the one I had, thank God. Pointing at this car, I apparently had an issue where they could potentially explode if they, push the back end of the car hard enough. Kind of scary. Engine head step. Ooh, a 10% increase. We'll go from what, 60 horsepower to 80? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there was apparently some controversy around this car a long, long time ago. Back when car safety standards were very different than they are today in this country. Fortunately, it takes massive incidences sometimes to get, the necessary changes done to make cars safer. I mean, look how long it took for airbags to become standard, seatbelts to become standard, turn signals to become standard. Backup cameras are just now kind of sort of becoming ubiquitous. It used to be the case. Those used to be pretty much relegated to rich people cars. Okay. It's got a clutch pressure plate. 3 two-barrel carburetors. Ooh, fancy. Spark plugs, 2 camshafts. Did we get the pressure plate? Yes, we did. Okay. I just literally clicked it 5 seconds ago and I completely spaced it. Okay, I guess we could go ahead and rate the engine since we got the whole pan on. Okay, so yeah, back over here. So clutch pressure plate. 3 two-barrel carburetors. That must have been a bitch to get those tuned. I do not miss those at all. Of course, my car had a 4, but still, a single 4-barrel, but still. I never did quite get the hang of it. Of course, I was a very young person when I owned that car, and I ended up going to the local mechanic who I went to high school with this kid, so I just kind of hung out there sometimes, asking questions and having him show me stuff on the car. Not much of it stuck, unfortunately. Kind of a shame. One of those, if you don't use it, you lose it kind of situations. Alright, need to go up. Here. Okay, that'll work. Nope. Inventory. Okay, so that's everybody. Get back down here. That on the list. Back up here. We're going to need 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 of these. Air filters. Yeah, it looks like that's it for now. And that's the standard part. That's a standard part. Camshaft cash should be a standard part, so I think it's filters are the only... Yeah, okay. That works. Clutch release bearing. 14 camshaft caps. 2 cam gears. Easy stuff first. We'll finish off the clutch parts. Okay, so there's no screw hole in the carb. What are we screwing that into exactly? Here. Alright, work our way front to back here. And good so far. Okay. Get that engine cover. Yep. Come on. Don't need another engine head. We just bought that. That was accidental. That's a big timing cover. Alright, that explains why we couldn't, or why we weren't doing anything to the top part there. Up. If it's all up front, okay. So, crankshaft pulley, pretty sure is a standard part. Distributor. Rotor. Cap. I don't know which one it needs, so we'll have to... a shit ton of those things. Here. Just did that. We get rid of it. Rotor. And... the belt. Guys, bought it twice, but that's okay. Somehow this is also a performance part. Here. All right. Put B, and wires. And we got ourselves another belt. Take care of that. Power steering on this jalopy. Fancy covers. I think we got everything. So I'm not seeing... Unless the exhaust is put on elsewhere? There's the intake. Intake's done. Yeah, it's not showing up here, so I guess we do it elsewhere. Have to. Yes, we're done with it? Okay. We're gonna find out soon enough. Okay, so here... Huh? Okay. We have the air intakes done, but we're doing an air filter connected to what? Okay, game. I will be done and whatnot. Sure. Start. Servo, sure, why not? Okay, windshield washer reservoir. Steering. Air filter base. Unless I'm missing something awfully simple here. This seems kind of weird. But sure. Let's see. Electrical. Fuse box base A. Fuse box. Cover A. And a battery. Solve those. We'll put the gearbox back on here in a sec. Wanna like just questioning this right here, unless I'm missing something fairly basic. I probably am. It'll be the first time. Medium fuse type C. 3 relay type C's. Fuse type A, need 2 of them. Fuse type B. Relay type A, we need 2. Relay type B, we need 3. Let's go ahead and get this put together since we got the parts. And air filter, that's going to be an aftermarket part. I'm going to buy this because I don't know if it's going to use clip A or clip B. That's why you check or verify. Okay. Part. I'll go ahead and fill the fluids while we're here. Got the brake fluid and the oil, and then we're good to go. Rest of this, I think, is good. Let's double check the engine compartment, make sure we got anything else. Nothing we could do from up here. Okay. This is gonna have to get done from underneath. That seems to be almost an oversight there. Unless you're talking about a separate system for like the heating and air, maybe? That could be. I don't know. Life's little mysteries, I guess. Okay. Mode. Get that, because that's going to be a performance part. Let's go ahead and get that. That on first. Gearbox on. Starter. Call on the starter, it looks like. Of course, that's from the engine bay. Why didn't it let us put the header on the engine when we were doing the thing with that? Seems kind of weird. I think there might be a part dependency issue there. Now it looks better. Okay, now we can take care of the rest of the exhaust and do the fuel system. Over there, please. Thank you. So, rear muffler, middle muffler. That looks like that's all there is. Yep. Mark that. Need fuel pump. Because all these cars we've dealt with so far, I just marked off the wrong thing, but that's okay. Only need just the one part anyway. There we go. Pretty much every car we've worked on so far has had a standard fuel pump. Okay, so we got the engine redone, body, interior, tires, everything in the engine compartment. Fuel system's done, exhaust is done. So, I guess it's off to do the suspension work now. And already we got a 73% part quality. Alright, let's get this torn apart. These U-bolts off. I kept trying to call them U-joints earlier, and I was just like, okay, that's... Oh, I am very tired. I just get some rest here after doing this recording. Alright, let's see everything off the back end. Let's see. I don't know if we're going to be able to fix any of this or not, but we're going to... Nope. Oh, that's a big 10 nope. Is anybody surprised? Gosh. Okay, so we do have at least some parts that are 100%, so we got all that going for us. So yeah, we're gonna have to replace everything else. Surprise. I mean, if you look at the percentages, which I think we didn't really look that closely at before, but like I said, this was a very rough car condition-wise. I think we might have looked at it briefly at the beginning. Yeah. It's a bit rough around the edges. Okay. You. Brand new knuckle housings. Brand new brake shoes. Lord knows it needs it. Among other things. Brake drum. springs, cylinders. Okay, gotcha. Brand new spring caps, leaf plate, new wheel hubs, and an extra leaf spring U-bolt. Faster together. We can get that drive shaft in there now that that's in place. Springs put in, or at least one of them. Did I not mark that? Apparently not. Fix that real quick. Okay. Almost everything back here. Getting one, well, actually a few little important bits of the suspension there. Okay, inventory's empty. Components look like they're where they should be. And that is one freshly rebuilt rear suspension. Get these front tires off. Out of there. There you go. Probably going to run into the same situation with the front suspension. Like I said, the parts quality on this car was pretty damn low. This was a junkyard find. Nope, that was an auction find. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. You'd think with the condition I found it in, though. Then again, it has been a while since I bought this car, so probably forgot where I got it from. Slowly peel the onion here. A rusty onion. everybody. Right. Oh, hang on. Almost forgot. 0 for 2, I should say. Holy cow. Okay. Yep, we're not gonna be able to save a single bit of the older parts. Not fixable in the slightest. Oh, hang on. One thing. Right. I guess I don't think we were able to salvage or fix or repair anything on this car. It was just immediate yank it and replace it. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna power through this here. Front shock cap. 2 brake cylinders. Got your inner tie rods right here. 1 upper suspension arm. 8 rubber bushings. Okay, suspension arm. 2 front steering knuckles. 2 vented brake discs. Front end link. Brand new, very nice steering rack. And got your wheel hubs. Brake calipers right here. New set of brake pads. 2 dust covers. Cross member. 2 outer tie rods. Wheel hub cap. Shock absorber. And a front sway bar to round it off. Whew. Not surprised we had a lot of parts to buy. Car was in sad shape. And this was, like I said, this was an auction car. So usually you get that kind of condition off of junkyard cars instead. Rack in, there's your sway bar. And all the preliminaries put in before we start on either side. Alright. Guess we'll start over here. He's gonna be mint condition when we get done with her, that's for sure. Get her all put back together on this side, then we'll flip over and do the same for the other. Like always. Oh, I was gonna say, what are we forgetting here? Okay. This is like a challenge, and this thing actually gave me one. I wasn't surprised. Wasn't Surprised we were going to have a lot of work to do, because that's one of the reasons why I bought this in the condition it was in, because I knew it was going to make for good content. I just didn't realize we were going to have this much fun with it. Gotta be careful what you wish for. Okay, do that and get the cap put on. Brake disc and get the rest of the braking system put back on. Good. And let's check inventory. Inventory is empty. Got the... Okay, we got all that. And we're 100% on everything. Yay, we hit our goal. She went from being a garbage tier, probably like a 2-star, I think, in the auction block, maybe? Because anything below a 3 and you're pretty much getting junkyard quality. Knowledge there. Alright, let's get her over to the... Nope, I don't want to do that. Go over to the alignment rack. Excuse me. Get her headlights and wheels all straightened out. Okay, that one's good. Alright, that one's good. Alright, she's good to go. Even though this thing is probably not even worth putting on the dyno, we're going to go there anyway. So, yeah. See how she does. 151 horsepower, so yeah, like I said, she's not a speed demon. 151 horsepower, 133 pound-feet of torque. Let's see where she goes. Has a decent sound to it, at least. Oh, look at that lack of a curve there. Jeez. 57% increase, so 85 horsepower and 66 pound-feet of torque. An increase of 50% for 235 horsepower and 198 pound-feet of torque. Like I said, she's not a speed demon, not a race car, but at least now it's got a decent amount of horsepower. Got more horsepower than my Equinox does right now. Which that ain't saying much either. This one's got an arguably bigger engine too. Mine's only a 1.5 turbo. It looks sharp though. Okay, let's put her up front. We're gonna get some screenshots. Do this right this time. Try to get these a little more centered than I do the ones in the past. Alright. That first one, the front shot's going to be the thumbnail like always. Alright. We're going to take this on the speed track just for the shits and giggles aspect. I don't intend this thing to go super fast, but we're going for it. Strap in, we're going somewhere. Maybe not so fast, but let's go. Oh, we actually squeaked the tires a little bit. Oof, that shift was hard. 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 40, 40. I could be really mean and like cut like right the moment we hit the wall, just cut to like one of those like black and white 50s era nuclear test video clips. But no, I'm not gonna. Too easy. It's low hanging fruit in terms of humor. Hey, the fact that this thing did 150 and the speedometer maxes out at 240, the 240 is wishful thinking. This, if you dropped a good sized V8 into this thing, which would probably weigh more than the car does, then maybe we could talk 240. And even then, it would still, you'd have to, yeah. Anyway, let's go back and look at the numbers, shall we? I mean, fuck, if they could put a, if some guy, some crafty engineer could put a V8 in a PT Cruiser, anything's possible. I've even seen dune buggy PT Cruisers, for fuck's sake. Yes, it does exist. You can go Google that too. I actually was looking up weird modifications to PT Cruisers and actually found one. They even had it like military matte green, and it just looked wrong on so many levels. All right, so bought the car for 2,400. Yes, that's right. That's not missing a zero. 2,400. You can see the condition bonus and all the parts and performance values, how that stuff factors in. Total sale price 55,600 and some change for a profit of 53. This is probably the highest profit margin we've had on a car in this entire game. We literally bought it for like scrap value and made it into a, you know, moderately, you know, okay looking car. Oof. This was actually kind of a fun build. I'm not gonna lie. Some of it kind of made me scratch my head, but whatever. Good car. I'd drive it maybe. I mean, with the performance parts it has in it, if this were a real car, I mean, it could probably hold its own on the road, provided it had, you know, some more modern safety features in it. Anyway, go back here. We're gonna sell this car. I need to free up some real estate. All right, before we close up shop, let's move some stuff around here. So this is going to A1. This is going to be the first of the Land Rover DLC vehicles, so Land Rover Discovery. That's going into Bay 2. And this is the Land Rover Range Rover Evoque. Yeah. Naming schemes are... yeah. Somebody got paid by the letter, I'm just saying. This is the Land Rover Range Rover Sport SVR. Because of course it is. That's going into position 2 because that's going to be the third car in the series. And we're going to pull another willing victim out of the parking. And that'll be the last. Come on. Click. Okay. Apparently it's M, not enter. We're going to clean this guy because apparently I forgot to. And this is the Land Rover Defender 90. let's go. Let's just go clean this one. Because reasons. Oh dear, it's full of rust. Here, let's detail what's left of the interior. It's like a... I don't know, it's weird. But we'll work on it, just the same. That suspension too, that's going to be an interesting learning experience there when we get to it. Anyway, let's put this over in position 3 because that'll be the 4th vehicle we get to. Man, look how many bricks it had to stack up to get that to sit right. It's clipping right through the mud flap. Big enough to hide a body. Alright, so that's our game plan for the next 4 episodes. I've never worked on any of these cars before, so this will be brand new, for me and hopefully for you too. With that, I'm going to turn you guys loose. Thank you for watching. We got, like I said, lots more content to go through. Still got several DLCs to work our way through, including some filler cars. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.